In this video, you will see how an old laundry basket can be transformed into a very useful video production accessory. I am making a collapsible softbox that can be customized to fit any LED light. The quality of the make is as good as something you could buy from a shop. The methods featured in this video will be a lot different from what you've seen so far. All of this and a lot more at a cost that will not burn a hole through the wallet of a frugal video maker. I am Josh and welcome to my channel Video Epo. You probably know what a softbox is, but let me slightly touch on that subject to set the base for this project. In photography or in videography, the light from the source can be softened or diffused using a translucent medium, and you could use diffusion materials like frosted gel papers, diffusion sheets or diffusion fabric, gateway sheets. Sometimes the light is made softer by simply bouncing the light from a thermocol and using the reflected light as a source. So that would kind of give you a very soft look on the subject. A softbox is something that is set up in front of the light. It has got reflective interior and it avoids light being randomly scattered everywhere. The light that is passed through the front is passed through a diffusion material and the light becomes much softer on the subject. Softbox come in so many different size and form factor and price tag too. I have made two of these collapsible softbox for the two LED lights I have, and I've been using these LED lights for most of my video production. Right now the LED lights are being diffused using umbrellas. I'm not particularly lighting anything here, but then this is supposed to be a two-point lighting system where one of them is a key light, the other one is a fill light, but then I've set it up in such a way that this whole place is lit up. The lighting could be a lot better if I could use cutters and cutter stands, but then it will make this whole place a lot more congested. That's when I thought softbox like this with small form factor can solve both of those problems, the space issue as well as better lighting, and that's the reason why I made this. Now, without further any delay, let me show you how I made it. I have this old laundry bag. The size and shape of the bag doesn't matter as long as it is bigger than the light you are making it for and it is collapsible. Other than that, we would need some black cloth, some reflective cloth and some diffusion material. I could not find something like a mylar fabric, but this is a cheap alternative. For the diffusion fabric, hold on, don't type in diffusion fabric on your keyboard now, it is pricey, but then we could use a dupatta or part of a vesti. I want to clarify something here. Vesti and lungi are two different things. Vesti is a part of our traditional attire, so if you see a South Indian wearing vesti, just don't go near them and say lungi dance. I hope you got that. Lungi and vesti are two different things. There is a spring steel inside the laundry bag, which is the reason for its collapsible nature. Let us take it out first. You need to be mindful when doing this, as the laundry bag can have about 9 feet of spring steel and it is really bouncy. It's important to watch your eyes when doing it. We have to reduce the height of the laundry bag. I'm going to cut it into two halves. Note that the reed where the spring steel was held before has to be reworked. One inch strip of fabric was cut and it was stitched according to the new size to thread the spring steel. The inside of the laundry bag has got some veins like this through which the spring steel is running. So since we have cut down, and I had to add some of these vines. This part will have the outer cover in black fabric while the inner side will be the reflective fabric. These pieces were cut based on the size of one of the pieces we have cut from the laundry bag's length. I am using the spring steel circumference as a reference. We need to cut circular pieces of fabric that covers the top and bottom of the bag. For our perspective, we can call it front and back. We have to cut 4 pieces in the same size and shape. 2 with black fabric, 1 with reflective fabric and 1 with the diffusion fabric. Except the diffusion fabric, rest of the 3 will be used to stitch the back side and hence need an opening for the light. Here is where the light you use should be taken into account, and it is best to trace its size. The center part can now be cut out. I am sewing something like this for the first time. This may not be the right method, I am just showing you what I did. Time to power up the sewing machine. I did a test run with the waste fabric and I thought I could do this. The side of the bag was ready to be stitched. Note that the outer layer is black in color and the inner side is going to be the reflective fabric. One end of the side was stitched first, then the spring steel was inserted into the part we had prepared earlier. The length of the spring steel is more than what we need and the rest has to be cut away. It was too strong for a regular cutter. I had to use Dremel with the cutting wheel to get it away. With this, the collapsible structure of the light is ready. It can now be inserted into the cover we had just stitched. There is one side open which is used to slide the collapsible part inside. Now let us work on the back part. We need two pieces of black back to back and one piece of shiny fabric. Once done, the shiny part will be facing inside and the black part will be outside. The black part needs to be stiffer, and to give it some support, a backing needs to be added. I am just going with cardboard from a carton box which is cut to the similar shape. Now here's a small trick I learned from my mother. When we are attaching similar pieces like these, what we do is add small little pins here so that it doesn't move and the alignment is same all through. And I've been working with wood for so long that I forgot that this is cloth actually. So we can stitch the inner rectangular piece here and then slide the outer layer underneath cardboard and then stitch the border later. I did what I just said, and once done, the outer border was stitched as well. The back and the side are ready. Now these two pieces can be stitched together. Since one end of the side piece is still open, we can remove the collapsible part and stitch it easily. Once complete, the collapsible part can be put back in between the black and silver lining, and the open end can be stitched as well. The only thing left to do is to stitch the front diffusion material, which now seems to be a big challenge. The easy way I could think of was to staple the fabric and hand sew the outer part. I've made two of these soft box, and the second one came out with much better finish than the first one. An elastic band was attached to the middle of the structure, which serves the purpose of keeping the soft box compact and also used to attach it to the light when used. I just swapped the umbrellas with the DIY collapsible soft box that I've made, and this is how it looks like. Now this may not be the best lighting that you've seen, but I've just made them and I've put them up. I've got to do a lot more learning on how to use them efficiently and properly light this place up. Here is something I wanted to share before we wrap this video up. Now these are again collapsible laundry baskets. These are really inexpensive and I bought this for 100 rupees. You can stitch it with some kind of a cover in different kinds of fabric, like black for using it like a cutter stand, maybe make it into a mini green or a blue screen, or stitch it with diffusion material and use it as a diffuser, or you can do whatever you want to do with. And if the fabric is light in weight, you could actually make 4 of them with one basket because it's got 4 sides. And another thing you can do is you could actually remove this net here and stitch it with diffusion fabric, and like that you will get a small light box which you can carry around. Really inexpensive collapsible light box that you can carry around. I'm not going to make any of those because I don't need them, but if you guys make it, please share a link. I would love to see what you guys have come up with. I hope you like this video, and if you do, let me persuade you to please click on that like button. It does help my channel as well as my morale. And I don't think it's too much to ask you guys to subscribe to my channel, Video Eppo. Thanks for watching this video this far, and I will see you in another interesting video very soon. Until then, bye-bye.